Hello everyone, welcome back to another Spintires episode. In this episode we're going to be showing you how to use the manual gearbox. A couple of people have requested a video, so we'll get into it. So here we've got a 6x6 truck with a utility trailer. The fuel is fully fueled. So this is just an average trailer with average weight. So this is what I would recommend practicing with. So on a proving ground here, on kind of flat ground at the minute. So how do you use a manual transmission? So obviously in automatic you push, you'll go forward, and then you press the brake to stop. This is if you've got a steering wheel and pedals, and then you press the brake and you'll go in reverse. So you left click your mouse. This is going to be a tutorial, by the way, on how you can do it with the mouse. So you left click your mouse and your little mouse cursor will come up on screen. You click the top of this gearbox, or the gear stick, click the top of that, right? And now your mouse is controlling it. So if you just pull your mouse down, you can see this comes up. Now basically what this is the where you kind of move your mouse. So that's reverse gear. In reverse you've got three little white bits in there you can see, and that's how quick you're in the gear. So if you get stuck you can go and like really crawl very slow, and that's the same in first gear. So if you want to reverse, right, you put it in here like that, and it automatically goes in reverse and your mouse is off. And you can do it as normal. Your brake just stops you can't change it at all, it's just like that. And the accelerator you use for reversing. So left click on the screen again to get your mouse cursor up, left click on the top of the gear stick, then you sort of do a pattern of you go right, straight up, and then left to get the first gear. So there I am in first gear. Press the accelerator down, you go forward, press the brake and you stop. The crawling bit, if you bring it back very slightly, so that, what I'm in now, is the middle, is at speed as you can see. And you can also change gears while you're moving. And this one is like super slow as you can see. And that is all the way. If you leave your gear in here, your engine will just rev, and it's not very helpful. So, to get into the next gear, which is called high, or 1 plus, it's equivalent to about second gear on the stock trucks. Second gear in automatic, that is. So to shift up into high, you've got to get from first, and you've got to go right with your mouse, straight up, left with your mouse, and then straight up again. And you've got to try and get that movement quite quickly to get up to high. So the way you change up is you go into first gear, you get some speed up in first gear, and then you left click the top of there and do that sort of pattern with your mouse, and there you go, you're in high gear. And you can run around in high gear, and what's really good about this is you can stay in high gear through quite a lot of this mud, and it'll just get you through a bit quicker, and often you won't get stuck like you would in low gear. As you can see, I'm just able to power out of there. There's not too much bother. And also, as you're going along here as well, you can, if you want to go quicker than this on flat ground, you can then just shift that into automatic, and it'll go on its normal automatic speed. So we're back into first gear, and I'm going to show you shifting up. So start off in first gear, get some speed going, and then left click there and do that with your mouse. Try and do it as quickly as you can, and then there you go. This is what happens if you don't exactly make it, or you don't go quick enough. If you don't go quick enough, like that, and then you shift it up, and then you go right, and that actually just caught on. So if you try starting off in that gear, as you can see, your engine just stalls, and you've got to restart your engine. And you can't just do this either. Like a little bit of movement and then shift up. You've got to be going. At, I think that's about that speed, and then you can go, or full power in first, and then once you're at a decent speed in first, you then change up. So that movement there into high from first, just practice that with your mouse, you'll get that quite quick eventually. So if I just go, change up into high, you can then change back down into first, so you bring it back, and there you go, you're in first gear. So if we, I'll drive it over to the mud again over there, so change it up into high, speed it a bit. If you want to be going quicker than this, you can change it into automatic, and it'll go throughout the gears as normal. And then change it back down into high, and then just stop. So, if we were in high gear, coming into this water, and you want to change to first, you just simply change it down, and there you go, you're in first gear. If you get it right, you can actually change it while you're off-roading to high gear, but you've got to get that pretty quick to do it. And as I'm actually getting a bit stuck, so I'll try and change it into first gear, and see if I can pull out with this. If I try changing it to high here, there's not enough speed, and the engine will just stall. There we go, but out there absolutely fine. And once we're out, got enough speed up, change it to high. If you want to be going quicker than this, change into automatic, and if you go a bit quicker. Now there's a little ledge coming up now, so we'll change back into high, get some speed up for that. And if you were in automatic, your gearbox would have been like, hang on a minute, and change down to first, which could have got you stuck. So as you can see, I'm staying in high gear, and I'm going to go right up this hill. Bear in mind, you probably would not make this in first gear. I don't even know if we can make it in high gear, but I'm sure we'll get further in high gear than you would in first. So, as you can see, it does pretty well in high gear, getting up hills. And that's how far we got. So we will need a tow vehicle. But if I just back down the hill, I'll show you how far we get up in first gear. Sorry for my steering wheel sound if you can hear that, because it is quite loud. So at the bottom of the hill, I'm going to go into first gear, and we'll start off on first. You can't change up into high gear on a hill like this because you don't have enough speed up. So we're in first gear. As you can see, we're going a lot slower so far, and we'll probably get stuck on the hill a lot sooner. Yes. So now for some mud driving. Now, we're gonna on some flat road now, so we'll change into high, because we've got plenty of speed, and we'll turn into the mud, and the tyres will start to sink in. Now sometimes high gear isn't the best for mud, but often if you go into the mud in high gear first, and then if you start getting really stuck, you just change down into low, into first gear. So as you can see, I'm getting quite stuck, so I'm going to change to first, and hopefully that'll pull it out. And if you're out that little spot you were getting stuck in, and you can shift up quick enough, you might be able to get back into high gear, which I was not, so my engine's about to stall. But you've got to have quite a bit of momentum up and do it quite quick to get it in mud. And as you can see, as I changed up, I just got myself stuck even more. So sometimes in mud like this, it's best not to be in high gear. As you can see, I stalled again. So first gear is the right gear for this. So just a quick recap on what you hopefully have learned is basically if you're in that and you want to go to the manual gearbox for going through mud, towing another player, or just want to go in the other one, you left click the screen, brings the mouse cursor up, left click the top of there, and this is the pattern you've got to do with your mouse. And change between all the gears, and it just means you can do probably better off-roading than you can automatic. But for going over the speed of high gear, you would want to be in automatic anyway. So you just practice that movement to get into high, and it's you'll get it quick. Get it very quick. you can't stall in reverse or first gear. So yes. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe, because it's free, so why not? And comment if you've learnt anything today. Also, you can also leave a like if you've learnt anything. And I hope this helps to do some more off-roading in the future. So I'll see you in the next one.